The Porsche 911 Carrera GTS, a legacy of thrills. The Porsche 911, a legend, an icon. And within that lineage, the Carrera GTS stands out. It's the sweet spot. More focused than a Carrera S, yet not as hardcore as a GT3. The GTS whispers, "I'm for driving." And today we pit two generations head-to-head, the 992.1 versus the 992.2. Buckle up. The 992.1, launched in 2020, took the GTS formula and injected it with even more potency. More power, sharper handling and technology to tame the beast. It was a revelation. But Porsche, never one to rest on laurels, unveiled the 992.2 in 2023. Subtle refinements, they said. Evolutionary, not revolutionary, but enough to warrant a closer look. This isn't about crowning a winner. No, this is about understanding the character of each car. What makes them tick? What are their strengths, weaknesses? By the end, you'll know which GTS calls to your soul. Ready to dive in? Let's be honest, the 911 has always been a looker. Evolutionary, yes, but never a radical departure. The 992.1 GTS, with its wide hips and muscular stance, is unmistakably 911. Aggressive yet elegant. The devil is in the details. Blacked out accents, center-lock wheels, a rear diffuser that could suck the paint off a Ford Fiesta. The 992.2, subtle tweaks amplify the aggression. The front bumper is more sculpted, with larger air intakes. The headlights, now with matrix LEDs, pierce through the night. The rear gets a redesigned diffuser and a new spoiler that deploys with surgical precision. It's like the 992.1 hit the gym and got a tailor. Inside, both cars exude quality. Alcantara wraps the steering wheel, seats and headliner. The driving position is spot on, with everything falling readily to hand. The 992.2 does get a slightly updated infotainment system, but honestly, who's buying a GTS for the infotainment? You buy it for what happens when you press the loud pedal. Both the 992.1 and 992.2 GTS share the same basic engine, a twin-turbocharged 3.0-litre flat six. But like any good chef will tell you, it's all about the tuning. The 992.1 churns out a healthy 473 horsepower and 420 lb-ft of torque, enough to slingshot you to 60 mph in a smidge over 3 seconds. The sound, a glorious mechanical symphony of intake howl and exhaust bellow. The 992.2, Porsche turned up the wick. Power is up to 493 horsepower and 442 lb-ft of torque. Not a massive jump, but enough to shave a tenth or two off the 0-60 time. The real difference is in the delivery. The 992.2's engine feels more eager, more responsive. It pulls like a freight train possessed. The sound, even better, like Thor gargling with nails. Both cars offer a choice of a 7-speed manual or an 8-speed PDK dual-clutch automatic. The manual is a joy, with a short, precise throw and a satisfying mechanical feel. The PDK, lightning-fast shifts, perfect rev matching, and it's even quicker than the manual. It's a tough choice, but that's a good problem to have. Let's talk about those gearboxes for a moment, shall we? The 992.1 GTS, with its 7-speed manual, is a purist's dream. Each shift is a mechanical conversation between driver and machine. You feel the gears engage, the car responding to your every input. It's a dance, a ballet of metal and gears. But then there's the 992.2 GTS with its optional 8-speed PDK. This isn't your grandfather's automatic. This is a technological marvel. Shifts are instantaneous, almost telepathic. Bang, 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 you're through the gears before you can blink. And yet, it doesn't feel clinical or detached. There's still a connection, a sense of occasion with every pull of the paddle. So, which is better? That's the beauty of it all. It depends. Do you crave the involvement, the physical connection of a manual? The 992.1 is your steed. Or do you prefer the clinical precision, the neck-snapping speed of the PDK? The 992.2 awaits. Section 5. Handling and Dynamics, sculpted for the road. The 911 has always been about balance, a delicate dance between power and control. The 992.1 GTS is no different. Turn-in is sharp, the steering is communicative, and the grip levels are phenomenal. It's incredibly composed, even at the limit. You can feel the rear end helping you rotate, but it's never snappy or unpredictable. The 992.2 GTS builds on this already impressive foundation. The suspension has been subtly retuned, with slightly stiffer springs and dampers. The result? Even sharper turn-in, even flatter cornering. It feels more agile, more alive in your hands. It's like the 992.2 can read your mind, anticipating your every input. On a twisty back road, both cars are an absolute riot. They devour corners, the engines howling their approval. But the 992.2, with its added sharpness and precision, feels just that little bit more special. It's the difference between a good dance partner and a great one. Section 6. Interior and tech where luxury meets performance. Step inside either GTS, and you're greeted by a cabin that's both luxurious and driver-focused. The 992.1 set a high bar, with its blend of high-quality materials and intuitive layout. Alcantara abounds, the seats are supportive yet comfortable, and the driving position is spot on. The infotainment system, while not the most cutting-edge, is functional and easy to use. The 992.2 takes things up a notch, but only just. The infotainment system gets a slight upgrade, with quicker processing speeds and a slightly more modern interface. The materials are just as good, if not slightly better, and there are a few new trim options to choose from. But honestly, the differences are marginal. Both cars offer a fantastic driving environment. It's worth noting that both GTS models come standard with a host of performance-enhancing features. Things like Porsche Active Suspension Management, PSM, Porsche Torque, Vectoring Plus, PTV Plus, and a sport exhaust system are all part of the package. So, no matter which generation you choose, you're getting a seriously capable machine. Section 7. The verdict. Which GTS reigns supreme? So, there you have it. The 992.1 and 992.2 Carrera GTS. Two incredible machines, each with its own unique character. The 992.1 is the more raw, visceral experience. It's the car for those who crave a more mechanical connection, who want to feel every bump in the road. The 992.2, on the other hand, is the more polished, refined machine. It's faster, sharper, and more technologically advanced. Which one is better? That's the million-dollar question. And the truth is, there's no right or wrong answer. It all comes down to personal preference. Do you want the raw, unfiltered experience of the 992.1, or do you prefer the added polish and performance of the 992.2? Either way, you're in for a treat. The best advice I can give is to drive them both. Get them on a twisty road, push them hard, and see which one speaks to your soul. Only then can you make an informed decision. But be warned, once you've tasted the GTS life, there's no going back. Section 8. The legacy continues. The Porsche 911 Carrera GTS, a legend within a legend. And with each new generation, the bar is raised even higher. The 992.1 and 992.2 are proof that Porsche's commitment to performance and driving enjoyment is as strong as ever. These are cars that demand to be driven, that reward the driver with every turn of the wheel. As for which one is better, well, that's up to you to decide. But one thing's for sure, the future of the 911 is in good hands. And as long as Porsche keeps building cars like the GTS, the legend will live on.